Hello everyone, welcome to the Daily Current Affairs Analysis brought to you by Shankar IAS Academy, 11th January 2026. Before getting to the discussion, please make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you haven't, please do subscribe. And also we have an important announcement. It is regarding the pre-storming UPSC Prelims Trust Series. The batch 5 will be starting on 20th January 2026. The link for the registration is available on the website. Do register and crack the prelims this year. And coming to the topics for today's discussion, the first topic is about the Kashmir Markhor. So Kashmir Markhor is it's a mountain goat found in the Himalayan and the Trans-Himalayan region, but currently they are facing a problem of local extinction. And the next article is regarding the Gangapatnam Creek. Gangapatnam Creek is located in the Nellore district of Andhra Pradesh, and due to the constant siltation, this creek is experiencing ecological imbalance, and also this has affected the livelihood of the fishing communities living in the neighborhood. And the next article is regarding the slender armed frog. So recently, the researchers from the University of Delhi identified 2 new species of slender armed frog. And the next article is regarding the digitalizing India's dairy sector. So we know that currently India is the largest milk producing country. So in 1950s, India was a milk deficit country. Even though we have achieved this much development, still there are certain structural issues in the dairy sector. So to address this, Indian government is focusing on digitalizing the dairy sector. So we'll be discussing what are the initiatives, and we'll be seeing what are the upcoming challenges and what can be done. And finally, we'll be seeing the prelims focus. If all set, let's begin the discussion with the first article. Hanging by the cliff, Himalaya's rarest wild goat is on the brink of local extinction. The article is taken from The Hindu. So the news article is talking about Kashmir Markhor, scientifically known as Capra falconeri, but now the species is facing the threat of local extinction. So before getting into the article, let us discuss some of the basic facts about this goat. So it is known as Kashmir Markhor, and the scientific name is Capra falconeri, and they are a large wild mountain goat, belongs to the group ungulate. Ungulate means, for taxonomically we can divide the organisms into different groups, right? We belongs to the group primate. So like that, this goat, cow, all these animals comes under the group ungulate. And the distinctive feature of this goat is long spiraling corkscrew horns. So in this picture, you can see the horn of this goat. This is the most unique feature of this goat. And habitat, they are mostly found in in certain Central Asian countries, and they are found in Pakistan. They are the national animal of Pakistan, and they are also in the case of India, they are found in the Himalayan and the Trans-Himalayan region. So the habitat, they mostly live in steep, rocky, high altitude Himalayan terrain. That means they are good runners and they are good climbers. They can climb even in steep landform. And they are recognized as the national animal of Pakistan. And you can see that they are found in the Pakistan, Central Asian countries, and also in the case of India, they are found in the Himalayan and the Trans-Himalayan region. And coming to the conservation status, they are categorized as near threatened in the IUCN Red List, and they are protected under the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972 in Schedule 1, and they are categorized under the Appendix 1 of CITES. So these are the facts we have to remember regarding the conservation status of this goat. And in 2004, the Wildlife Trust of India conducted an estimation, a survey of this wild goat, and they found that time the population was approximately 300 to 350. But a recent study found that the population got reduced to 250 to 300 in this region. So that is the problem now. And distribution in India, like I mentioned, in the case of India, they are found in the Himalayan and the Trans-Himalayan regions. And the last major stronghold of this species is the Kasinag range, which is a part of Pirpanja. And other fragmented populations of this goat are found in Hirapura Wildlife Sanctuary. So in this map, you can see the Hirapura. So Hirapura, it is a region located in Kashmir, and the fragmented populations of this animal are found in Hirapura Wildlife Sanctuary, Tatakuti Wildlife Sanctuary, Karagali Conservation Reserve. And in the coming slides, we'll be discussing what are the conservative efforts taken by all this reserve. And coming to the ecological importance, so they feed the grass. That means the most important food is grass, herbs, shrubs, and leaves and twigs. So they will control the growth of the alpine vegetation, and through that they will be maintaining the soil health, and they will also act as a prey for the other species in the Himalayan region like snow leopard, common leopard, and the Himalayan wolf. And they are also considered as an important indicator species. What is important? What is indicator species? A species that can indicate the health of an ecosystem. If the rate of the population rate of this indicator species is falling or increasing, that means there is some sort of imbalance in the ecosystem. That is the importance of indicator species, and this goat is categorized as an indicator species. And major threats. What are the major threats? Unplanned infrastructure and development. So you can see that the development of roads and highways, especially in the Hirapura region, is destructing the habitat of this animal. And the next is heavy livestock grazing. So with the increase in the population of the human density, the domestication is also increasing. So now the goat has to fight with the domesticated goats to get the food. So that is affecting the food availability of this goat. And the next is poaching. So historically, one of the major threats faced by all species, including this Kashmir Markhor. And the next is human disturbance. That includes man-animal conflict. And you have to note that the peak human-animal conflict, that the peak human Markhor conflict happens between the period of May and September, between the period of May to September. And this period is also coinciding with the breeding season of this goat. The breeding season of this goat is from May to June. So what is the major issue? The conflict will reduce the population. And you have to understand that the conflict is happening in the breeding season. That means through the conflict, the next generation, the possibility for the next generation is also affected. So the conflict, especially in the breeding season, will lead to rapid decline of the population of this goat. And coming to the conservation measures, what are the measures taken by different organizations and national parks? Kasinath National Park, one of the important strongholds for this goat. So the park is entirely dedicated to the conservation of the Markhor. And Hirapura Wildlife Sanctuary. So recently, the area of the sanctuary got extended through a notification. What is the importance of extension? So it will increase the food availability. It will increase the mating availability. It will increase the the opportunity or chance for migrating without disturbing the other areas. So that is the importance of extension of an area. And the next is Tatakuti Wildlife Sanctuary, and recently formally notified for the Markhor protection. And coming to the community-based conservation initiatives, engaging with the local herders. So we can see that the conflict with this goat is one of the major reasons behind the decline. So generating awareness regarding the importance of this goat is really important. And the next is the monitoring by the Wildlife Trust of India. So they are constantly they are constantly conducting surveys to estimate the population. And a recent scientific study found that Markhor is a range-restricted mountain ungulate, and livestock grazing identified as a major threat. So you can see that they are mostly found in the Himalayan region, Trans-Himalayan region. They are restricted to that area, right? And you can see that in other countries also they usually live in the mountainous region. So what happens is that the scope of finding food is limited in this region only for this species. So if the other animals are coming there and threatening their availability of food, then it will lead to rapid decline of this population. So these are the conservation measures that we have taken so far to protect this Himalayan goat. And coming to the prelims practice question, the question is, with reference to Kashmir Markhor, consider the following statements. Statement 1, it is listed in the Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. Statement 2, it is the last major stronghold in India is located in Kasinath range of Pirpanchal. Statement 3, it is classified as endangered under the IUCN Red List. Which of the above statements is or are correct? So from our discussion, we already said that it is classified in the Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. So it is correct, and it is categorized under the Appendix 1 of the CITES. That also we discussed. So the statement 1 is correct. Statement 2, its last its last major stronghold in India is located in Kasinath range. Yes, that also we discussed. So the statement 2 is also correct. And it is classified as endangered under the IUCN Red List. No, they are classified as near threatened in the IUCN Red List. So the statement 3 is incorrect. So obviously the answer is going to be option A, 1 and 2 only. Let's check. Yes. With this, we will move to the next article. From 10 feet to 3, Gangapatnam Creek in Nellore district loses depth, fishes their livelihood. The article is taken from The Hindu. So what is the news? So the Gangapatnam Creek, which is located in the Nellore district of Andhra Pradesh, is losing its depth. due to the constant accumulation of silt. So once this ecosystem, that means the creek, had a depth of approximately 12 to 10 feet, but now due to the constant accumulation of the silt, the depth got reduced to 3 to 4 feet. So you can see that this creek is an important ecosystem for many marine species of shrimp, crab, and fish, and at the same time, therefore, it was also an important source of livelihood for many fishing communities living in this area. But due to the destruction of this, or due to the fall of this ecosystem, not just the marine species is affected, even the livelihood of the fishermen community is also affected in this region, and they are migrating to other regions in search of jobs, and most of them are getting only menial jobs. So coming to the location and ecological importance. So this Gangapatnam Creek is located in the Veranaya Nagar in the Gangapatnam village. It's a coastal village located in the Nellore district in the state of Andhra Pradesh. It is located between the Buckingham Canal and the Mayapadu beach. So here you can see the Gangapatnam village, and here this is a Buckingham Canal, and this is a Mayapadu beach, and this is located, this Gangapatnam Creek is located between these two landmarks, and it is a part of Jafar Sahib canal system. And coming to the ecological importance, this is a brackish water ecosystem where the fresh water meets the sea water. So we know that these ecosystems are, this type of ecosystem, that means estuaries like ecosystems are very sensitive, right? And it is an important ground of breeding for many marine species of fish, prawns, crabs, and shrimps. And this ecosystem is supported by mangroves, backwaters, and rich marine biodiversity. And coming to the reason, what is the reason? See, the actual issue starts in the year 2004. So what is the importance of 2004 in the Bay of Bengal tsunami? So the tsunami of the 2004 itself changed the course, as well as it also deposited large scale silt in the creek. What happened over a period of time, the silt got accumulated, and what happened, the local authorities also did not take any responsibility for cleaning the area, and eventually the depth got reduced, and many organisms living in this region is losing its life and habitat. And coming to the ecological impact, so the creek no longer have enough depth. So this is this is not supporting the marine breeding, and also it is affecting the water circulation in this area. So it cannot properly maintain the water circulation because of the loss of the depth. And marine species are also declining, especially the white shrimp, prawn, tiger prawn, crabs, and multiple varieties of fishes are dying in this region because of the loss of the depth. And you can see that in the newspaper itself you might have seen the photo of a dead turtle. So this is the condition of the marine species living in this area now, and you can see that because of the death of this ecosystem, now the fishermen community, they are migrating to other regions in search of food, in search of better income and livelihood, and most of them are ending up in menial jobs without any security. So the local authorities as well as the government of Andhra Pradesh should take some responsibility to bring back, to revive this ecosystem, to restore the balance as well as the livelihood of the fishermen community. And coming to the prelims practice question, the question is, with reference to creeks in the Indian coastal ecosystem, consider the following statements. Creeks are narrow tidal channels that connects rivers or canals with the sea. They often form brackish water ecosystems supporting both freshwater and marine species. Siltation in creeks can reduce their depth and disrupt fish breeding ground. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Option A 1 and 2 only, option B 2 and 3 only, option C 1 and 3 only, and option D 1, 2 and 3. So the creeks are narrow tidal channels that connects the rivers and canals with the sea. Yes, we can see that it is connecting, it is a type of region where the freshwater and brackish water are meeting. So definitely the statement 1 is going to be correct. So it will be connecting, for example, the Sir Creek. Sir Creek is an important area which connects the which is connecting to the Arabian Sea. So if you apply that logic, definitely the option A is going to be the correct. And option B, statement B, they often form brackish water ecosystem supporting both marine and freshwater. Yes, in the Gangapatnam Creek is an important breeding ground for various marine species like tiger, shrimp, variety of fishes like that. And siltation in creeks can reduce their depth and disrupt fish breeding ground. Yes, that's what happening in Gangapatnam. So all the three statements are going to be correct. So the correct answer will be option D, 1, 2, and 3. And recently there was one more issue, that is a white spot infection found in the shrimps in Andhra Pradesh. We have done an article on that. You can check out the channel. White spot disease, which is mostly affecting the shrimp industry. So that is also one of the major marine challenges faced by the Andhra Pradesh now. We have done an article on that. Do check the channel and watch it. Now we'll move to the next article. Two new slender-armed frog species identified in Arunachal's remote mountains. The article is taken from The Hindu. So recently, the researchers from the University of Delhi discovered two new species of slender-armed frogs from the remote regions of Arunachal Pradesh, mountainous regions of Arunachal Pradesh. So before understanding about the discoveries, we have to discuss their background. Both frogs belong to the genus Leptobrachium, and both frogs belong to the family Megophridae. See, the family comes, and within the family we will be having different genus, and within the genus we will be having different species, right? We know this classification. This is how the living organisms are classified. So both species belongs to Leptobrachium genus. Leptobrachium genus means genus of slender-armed frogs. So within this genus we have discovered nearly 40 known species of frogs. And this Megophridae family is a mega family of frogs which includes nearly at least 366 non-species, and one of the most important one is the Asian horned frogs. And coming to the discoveries, the first frog is the Soman's slender-armed frog. Scientific name is Leptobrachium somani, and the name Somani is a tribute to the late environmental journalist Mr. E. Somanath. And the location of the discovery is Tiwari Agaon in Arunachal Pradesh, and the approximate size is 56 millimeter. And coming to the features of this frog, grayish brown body, irregular light grey marking across the body, silver grey to light blue eyes. And habitat, they are found in the evergreen forest, and males calls from stream bank. So it's a behavior to mark the territory in the bank of the stream, as well as to attract the female. So that is what mean by male call from the stream bank. So it's a behavior where they will be making a sound to attract the female and mark their territory in the river bank. And this is a picture of Soman's slender-arm frog or Leptobrachium somani. And the next discovery is the Mechuga slender-arm frog. The scientific name is Leptobrachium mechuga. Why this name? It was discovered from the Mechuga town in the state of Arunachal Pradesh, and the approximate size is 60 millimeter. And what are the major features? Unique brown body with reddish tint, distant silver white eyes, and they are living in the evergreen forest and the adjoining grasslands. And one more thing we have to highlight here is most of the slender-armed frog species are discovered from the southern regions of Brahmaputra. And these two, this Leptobrachium somani and this Leptobrachium mechuga, are one of some of the few species that are discovered from the northern part of Brahmaputra. That also we have to understand. So this is a picture of this mechuga slender-arm frog, scientifically known as Leptobrachium mechuga. So coming to the prelims practice question, the question is with reference to frog species Leptobrachium somani and Leptobrachium mechuga, consider the following statements. Statement 1, both species belongs to the amphibian family Megophridae. Statement 2, Leptobrachium somani is smaller in size compared to Leptobrachium mechuga. Both species are found in the mangrove and estuarine ecosystem. So from our discussion, we can say that the statement 3 is absolutely incorrect. So the Leptobrachium species are found in the evergreen forest of the northeast, not in the mangrove or in the estuarine ecosystem. So the statement 3 is incorrect. And the statement 1, both frogs belong to the Megophridae family. Yes, that is correct. And Leptobrachium somani is smaller in size compared to Leptobrachium mechuga. Yes, approximate size of Leptobrachium somani is 55 millimeter, while approximate size of Leptobrachium mechuga is 60 millimeter. So the statement 2 is correct, statement 1 is correct. So the correct answer will be option A, 1 and 2 only. Yes, with this we will move to the next article. Digitalizing India's dairy sector. The article is taken from Press Information Bureau. So we know that the year of 2025 was observed as the International Year of Cooperatives. And in the case of India, we know that since 1950s, the India were focusing on the development of the cooperative societies, particularly the development of the dairy sector. And we can see that in 1950s, India was a milk deficit country. But now in 2026, India is the world's largest milk producing country, contributing approximately 25% of the global milk production, according to the report from the Food and Agriculture Organization and also the National Dairy Development Board. And the milk sector, that is the dairy sector of India, is supporting approximately 8 crore plus rural livelihood. Most of them are from small and marginal farming community. But still there are problems. Once the problem was lack of milk or unavailability of the milk, but now the problem is low productivity per animal that is related to the nutrition. If there is no proper nutrition, the productivity of the animal will reduce. Lack of traceability, that means we don't know what is the health status, what is the nutrition status, where they are, how they are treated. So the lack of traceability is the next major issue. Inefficient logistics will lead to wastage. Opaque payment will affect the financial inclusion of the farmers. So these are the major issues that we are facing currently. So to address these problems, India started digitalizing the dairy sector, and the digital initiatives were led by the National Dairy Development Board. So what are those initiatives? The first major initiative is the National Digital Livestock Mission. It is jointly implemented by the National Dairy Development Board and also the Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairy. What are the major features of this mission? Introduction of Pashuad. A unique 12-digit number will be given to the cattle, and using the number we can trace the data regarding the cattle. That includes digital data of breeding, artificial insemination, vaccination received by the cattle, treatment received by the cattle, and also the health and the nutrition status of the cattle. So you can see that as of November 2025, nearly 35 crore animals got digitally identified through this mission, and nearly 84 crore livestock transactions were held. And the significance of this mission or the Pashuvad are traceability. So now we can trace as nutrition status, health status, where they are and how they are treated. It can be used for disease surveillance, and also it can be used for productivity enhancement. So we can constantly monitor the treatment and the health status and also the nutrition of the cattle. Through that we can enhance the productivity, and it can be also used for disease surveillance. For example, using the route map of this cattle, we can understand about the spread of the infection in a particular area. And for the farmer-centric digital service delivery, we have the 1962 mobile app and also the toll-free number. So this will be providing services like veterinary advice and also accessibility to the veterinary mobile units. And next initiative is the information, or the next platform is the information network for animal productivity and health. So this platform will provide real-time data on breeding, nutrition, and also the animal health service. So this can be used for this will be providing real-time data, so that can be used for project monitoring and also the policy evaluation. So this will address the problem of information asymmetry. So we have information, almost accurate information regarding all animals, especially the wild animals. But what about the animals living in the countryside? So this issue will be addressed using the platform, and at the same time it will also strengthen the last mile animal health governance. So this will be providing real-time data, and this will be ensuring the last mile connectivity to the health services for the animal. And the next is transparency in the milk procurement. So we know that when India launched White Revolution, one of the objectives was elimination of the middlemen, right? So we have somewhat become successful in that, but still there are problems. For example, few days back there was an incident in the state of Kerala. A young farmer brought his milk to the cooperative society, and the cooperative society rejected his milk, saying that it does not have sufficient quality. And you can see that this issue was faced by the young farmer for the last few months, and finally few days back he had to protest against that issue. So this type of issue can be addressed. So these type of issues are mostly happening because of lot of interest. Sometimes it can be political interest, sometimes it can be profit motive. So such issues are there. So this platform, that is the automatic milk collection system developed by the National Dairy Development Board, will be addressing these type of issues, and it will ensure the transparency. So what are the features of this platform? Digital recording of quantity, quality, and fat content. So in the case of Kerala, the cooperative society rejected the milk, saying that it does not have quality. That such a type of confusions can be avoided using the platform. Instant bank payment to the farmers. So this will address the problem of delay in the payments. SMS alerts and mobile-based digital passbook for records and coverage. As of October 2025, nearly 17.3 lakh farmers got registered in this platform, in this mobile application, and nearly 26,000 plus dairy cooperative societies are a part of this platform, and nearly 54 milk unions in 12 states and union territories are the part of this platform. And you can see that this platform will eliminate the problem of middlemen. It will ensure the financial inclusion and also trust in the cooperative society's functioning. And for end-to-end digital supply chain. So ensuring the supply chain is very important, because if we do not have a proper or efficient supply chain, it will lead to wastage, and that will affect the inclusion and the development of the rural community. And for that, we have the ERP developed by the National Dairy Development Board. So it's an open source ERP which will be providing facilities regarding finance, HR, inventory, production, and sale. And you can see that this platform, this ERP developed by the Dairy Development Board, is integrated with the automatic milk collection system. So that will ensure the traceability of the service from cow to consumer. And you can see that the next initiative is the 7-station management system. So this is developed by the National Dairy Plan. It is a World Bank funded program. So this will ensure the quality control, biosecurity, and also the norms and regulations, for better production and quality, to bring more quality. And you can see that nearly 38 graded 7 stations are using this 7-station management system, which is funded by the World Bank as a part of their project. And the next is that for the data-driven governance and logistics efficiency. For that, we have the internet-based information system. So internet-based information system, so it is developed by the National Cooperative Dairy Database, and you can see that the participants of this platform are 198 milk unions, 15 federations, and you can see that feed plants and marketing dairies are also a part of this. So they will be setting benchmarks regarding the quality, sale, and everything. And at the same time, it will be also helpful. This platform will be also helpful in taking evidence-based policy decisions. And for better logistics, we have the milk route optimization, which is using geographic information system, to ensure the efficiency of the logistics. So how does this function? So we'll be using the geographic information system to trace better route. It will provide a timing regarding the collection of the milk. It will provide timing regarding the distribution of the milk. All such data will be stored, and it can be used for to bring more efficient, to follow better and efficient routes to avoid the delay. So this will reduce the fuel cost, time, and also the transportation loss. And we can see that already the pilot programs were held in the Vidarbha Marathwada region in the west, and also in the states of Assam, Jharkhand, Uttar Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh. So this will address the problem of perishing the quality of the production. So coming to the significance of this digital initiative. So definitely it will be enhancing the farmers' income security, cooperative societies transparency, and also it can be used for disease preparedness. Like I mentioned, we can use the system, we can use the Pashu Aadhar for tracing the animals. Through that, we can trace the route map of the infection and all. And what are the challenges still persisting? So we have addressed the 3 major challenges, that is low productivity, traceability, and also the opaque payment and inefficient logistics. But still there are other challenges. For example, the digital literacy gaps in the rural area. That includes connectivity, that includes the knowledge of the farmers, and connectivity issues in the remote area. That means, in a single word, we can say digital divide, right? Digital divide between the urban and the rural area. Data privacy and interoperability concerns. So these are the major issues still persisting. So what can be done? Integrating the dairy DPI with the agri stack, capacity building of the farmers and veterinary doctors for better service, strengthening the cyber and data governance framework, particularly focusing on the rural area and the dairy sector. So these are the initiatives that we can take to address these problems. So coming to the mains practice question, the question is discuss how digital technologies led by the National Dairy Development Board are transforming India's dairy sector, evaluate their role in enhancing farmers' welfare, transparency, and the supply chain efficiency. So we have already discussed the answer for the question. So you have to address each and every keyword, and try to answer the question after watching the video. Post it in the comment section. We will review and we will reply for your answer. And it's a 15 marks question, and you have to write around 250 words. Write it and post it in the comment section. Now we'll move to the prelims focus. So coming to the prelims focus, the first topic is national level workshop on MISTI. So the full form of the MISTI is Mangrove Initiative for Shoreline Habitats and Tangible Income. So this initiative is focusing on ecological restoration and at the same time community development. And where this national level workshop was held in the city of Vijayawada in the state of Andhra Pradesh. What is the objective? The objective is to promote mangrove restoration, enhancing the shoreline protection, conserving the biodiversity, and also generating tangible livelihood opportunities for the communities. That means we have to protect the ecosystem and at the same time through properly managing the ecosystem, generating an income and other opportunities for the livelihood. What is the significance of this event? So we can see that in the COP27, India became an active member of Mangrove Alliance for Climate. So this initiative is showing, a commitment to this, this alliance. And the next topic is about the winter internship program. So this was recently organized by the National Human Rights Commission. The objectives are teaching, the interns about adding the worth to the life and finding the purpose to live. So this event is very important, especially we are living in an era where the people are facing the problem of mental, issues like depression, anxiety, and all. So this type of initiatives are very important to ensure the proper rights. That means the right to live for everyone. And the next topic is Aadhaar Mascot. So it is it's a new resident-facing communication companion developed for Aadhaar-based service. His name is Uday. So he will be giving information regarding Aadhaar-based services. So this will be very helpful for the people who are using the who are surfing through the digital platforms for Aadhaar-based services. So this is the icon. And coming to the prelims practice question, the question is the primary objective of Mangrove Initiative for Shoreline Habitat and Tangible Income is to option A, convert mangrove areas into ecotourism infrastructure zone. Option B, promote offshore fishing and fishing through mechanization. Option C, replace natural mangroves with the plantation forest. And option D, expand the mangrove cover along India's coastline while enhancing the livelihood of communities. So we already discussed the objective. So definitely the answer is going to be option D. With this, we are coming to the conclusion for today's current affair analysis. If you like the video, hit the like button, give your feedback as comments, and share this content with your friends. And before leaving this channel, don't forget to subscribe and also hit the bell icon to receive on-time updates from the academy. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for listening to me. Have a nice day.